Good morning. How we doing? Checking my audio because it was a little funkier. Nerd. How we doing today, Slam? No, you. Cassie Doors, Slam, Scott. Hello. How we all doing today? I was telling Scott, I feel like it's going to be a quieter day today because it's Easter and 420 and all kinds of things today. So we're going to paint a shark man and we're going to chill today. I went ahead and I did some airbrushing on his skin. So we got all of the kind of those lighter colors in there. We'll come back and glaze some of it back in, but wanted to get a good start on that. But a lot of it's going to be his kind of carapace type stuff today. But that's what we got. Kobe, welcome in. How are you? On the third day, he was blazed from the dead. That's right. But that's what I've got. What are you guys up to today? I'm going to start with our favorite. I think some Calidor Sky is needed. If you guys have not seen, and unfortunately I threw the box out because space, but this is what he looks like. Let me enhance search inside the image. So those are the blues we're trying to go after there. I like the box art, so we'll stick to it. I didn't come up with anything like super crazy other ideas that I liked, so we'll stick with the box art. What are you guys up to? Not doing anything right now? That sounds pretty nice, honestly. It sounds pretty nice. I'm gonna start our short man. Ooh, got the blue and green sorted. Let's go. Let's go. Did you get a chance to do any airbrushing? Not just yet. Why is this Calidor Sky being gunky? Oh no, did I get the wrong one? Oh wait, there's the other one. I was about to be angry. I'm supposed to be working on a paper, but here we are. I'm glad we can help you procrastinate. Welcome in. Airbrush to Cape, let's go. Madison, hello. How are you today? Good morning. We're going to paint a shark man today. What are you up to? Thanks for the procrastinating. You're so welcome. I'm glad we can provide that for you. You are so welcome. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and do a base coat over all this like carapace stuff he's got. We'll come back and we'll do the darker color a bit later. Let's just block out where all this needs to be. I may leave the parts that I know are going to be that real dark color. We'll just kind of blend that when we get to it. But for these, it's going to be a bit of a blend. I want to base coat it out. This is Calidor Sky. Did some skin work as well. Need some cleanup with shadows, some more contrast from a distance. Let's go. I'm so excited, Slam. Attacking. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. Kissador says, I finished cleaning down my epic Tau Fire Warriors to their bases. That's what I've got done so far. Probably gonna do some painting today. Let's go. That way Scott leaves me alone. We can only, you can only hope, right? You can only hope. Scott's been painting too. We've all been cruising along on projects. It's been fun to see. What is everyone working today? We've got Tau, we've got Nords. I'm trying to think if I've done... Most of my hobby has been stream prep. So like Thursday, Friday, I did some airbrushing. The other thing I got prepared, and I'm trying to decide if I think we're going to airbrush a little bit more on him. We got Teostra pulled out of the box for our Monster Hunter Day. I think I'll do like a quick airbrush, like I'll do the purple for the body and like the wings. And then we'll move to on stream and by hand. So we'll get little Teostra ready to go too. So got him together. What else did I get? Oh, I finished cleaning up my fox lady and her army of foxes. I don't think I realized how many foxes it was until they all had to be on bases. It's a lot of foxes. Fireforge, hello. We got Warmachine. Yeah, Steamforge very kindly sent me a box to check out. And I'm going to be painting Chum today. Because of course we are. Look at him. What do you have, Fireforge? Big Hairy GM, welcome in. How are you today? Slender Scott always finds you. He does. He does. That's what he wants you to think. He will find you. He will find you. But that's what I've got done. Trying to think if there's anything else. It's kind of now that those are prepped, I'll be real heavy on commissions this week between nights and getting Imperial Fists primed. Because the Imperial Fist will be a whole process of priming and then waiting and then got to go through the yellow workup. It's a lot, so I'll get it started at least. That's what you think, but eventually you have to sleep. Scott is always waiting. Always. Always. I'm trying to think any other hobby stuff I've got. Well, that's about it. It was a lot of prep at the end of the week, which is good. Sometimes I put off the prep for too long. So it's kind of nice to just focus on it for a day and get it all ready. A cat art player. The motherland calls to us all. The pirate trolls are tempting. They're pretty fun. I have this guy and the captain also prepped. So if we enjoy the war machine here on stream, we can work on the captain too. The chimera are also very cool. I feel like I would probably airbrush them a bit more. So it might be a little bit before we bring them on stream, but they're very cool. They just seem like prime airbrush opportunity. I'm actually getting some Southern Creoles. Oh, this upcoming weekend. Let's go. Let's go. They're pretty fun. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and just switch to that darker color. I'm trying to decide if I want... I think Cantor Blue is the answer. Night Lords looks a little off for what I want. Let's try Cantor. If we don't like it, we got Night Lords. Happy Zombie 420 Mythalion, welcome in. How are you? Those are the vibes. How are you? Is anyone doing anything for whichever celebration you are celebrating today? What are we doing for it, chat? We don't do anything for either, so I'm going to be streaming and then probably playing more either Blueprints if Scott wants to, or some more Final Fantasy VI. That'll be mine. We don't do anything for Easter or for 420. Not that anyone plays in Louisiana. Someone in Texas just picked up a starter box. Let's get back from errands today. I'll toss on Return of the King while I do stuff around the apartment. Nice. Nice. I mean, a watch-a-thon did sound nice. We've done one as a stream. And I accidentally put on the not extended. And people got angry at me. I thought for sure I had selected it. Apparently I was wrong. And they haven't let me live it down. They haven't let me live it down. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and keep base coating. He does have a little crab friend on his fin, so we'll get that later. I think I want to make the fish up front orange, just for some more color. It's kind of like a thick off-white. Let me scroll over here. Yeah, off-white and orange. But I think I just want to go full orange. I'm in Texas at a local game store with a starter box. It'll be really cool to see now that Steamforged is kind of running the show. It'll be cool to see how much it takes off. I was really impressed with their Adepticon booth and getting to see everything. It was really neat. And I feel like more people are either getting back to it to look at it or picking it up for the first time, seeing some of the new menus and stuff. So it'll be cool to see. I'm excited. I hope that they do well. I really like my Steamforged stuff, so I hope that others enjoy it as they get into it. I've got multiple of their Kickstarters. Their stuff's nice to work on. Hey, you're a big welcome in. That's a cool model. What universe is this? This is from Warmachine. So they have a new starter box that he is a part of. And so there is a faction of, these are actually trolls, but they're like pirate trolls. And grabbing another mini so you can see here is one of the captains. But yeah, these are from Warmachine. Thank you so much for that sub for 5 months of support. I really appreciate it. How are you today? But yeah, Warmachine is what we're working on today. We're gonna paint this very, very large shark man. Jesse, welcome in. It's the Jesse Roll. Hello, how are you? What you up to today? I may have to expand the Warmachine inventory. Yeah, it'll be cool to see how it goes here. I hope that it does well. There's some seriously cool sculpts. We hadn't looked at Warmachine in a hot minute. We had tried it way back. And unfortunately, the local community was very kind of meta tournament based and not our jam. So we didn't stick with it. But coming back and seeing everything that's been added is very cool. We've got a lot of cool minis. A lot of cool factions. So we'll see here. Then in bed, I think I might go make, ooh, biscuits and gravy. That sounds amazing. Yeah. Make some for me. Make some for me. I needed to meal prep my next batch of breakfast burritos, and I didn't. Because we just got groceries, and honestly, it took up a lot of the fridge. I don't know where to put my burritos. Adrian's Brush, thank you so much for that sub. For 38 months of support. Thank you, thank you. How are you today? Happy Easter. Do you have any plans for it here today? Thanks for spending part of it with us. Welcome, welcome. We are just painting a very large shark man today. Yeah, are you taking orders? Right, I'll take some biscuits and gravy. I got, this time for my breakfast burritos, I picked up some chorizo because Honor first mentioned it in the Discord and that sounded amazing. So I've got that. I've got like the shredded potatoes, hash browns, got eggs. And then I like to do refried beans in mine. It's so good. So I need to just take a morning and make those again. Or for Return to Follow the Veterans, but still a great game. More new player friendly, which is desperately needed. Good. Good. All these games need a way to get new people in. I would totally share. One batch of biscuits and gravy is so much. We will help. We will help, won't we, chat? What does everyone have planned for the rest of today? Let's see, what else have I been up to? It's been a lot of gaming here lately, which is nice. I finished up South of Midnight earlier this week, which was really good. I enjoyed it. Really good story and art and the environments. Everything was really cool. And then I decided to go back to Final Fantasy VI. So now I'm in the second half of the game. Enjoying that quite a bit. And then Scott and I have been playing Blue Prince, which we did play on Wednesday. If you guys want to check out Blue Prince, it's a really cool little game. It is a roguelike puzzle game. So you're going through a house that changes, trying to solve mysteries. So if you guys want to check out at least the beginning portion, we did play that on Wednesday and it was really fun. So Scott and I are just continuing my playthrough and trying to solve everything. It's been really fun to do together. It was really fun working out stuff with chat too, so thank you, chat, if you helped us out on Wednesday. Okay, thanks. Getting my hobby room, reorganizing some stuff. Finished my Lego Star Wars Captain Rex yesterday. Oh, I'm allowed to order new stuff. That's exciting. What have you got to, what are you hoping to pick up next? Congrats on getting it finished up. I'm still base coating blue. Trying to remember, talk about what I'm doing a bit more, and this is kind of it. He's got a lot of blue. He's got a lot of this like carapace type material here. A lot of blue. Get all this base coated so we can do the fun stuff. Fat Rat, hello. How are ya? Ooh, gonna pick up Boba Fett next? Nice. That sounds like a good way to celebrate finishing a mini. Get another cool mini. Earby, hello. How are ya? I'm sorry, not mini. Legos. Autopilot there, sorry. Earby, what you up to? Fat Rat, hello. How goes the weekend? We are painting a large shark man for Warmachine. Trying to get all this blue blocked in. I've got kind of two that I'll be hopping between for blues. And then we'll do kind of more of the edge highlighting and stuff a bit later. Splendiferous. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that one. Checking in for him off to garden stuff as my hobby time. Let's go. How is the garden doing? I think next year I want to try like a little vegetable garden again. Wasn't quite in the budget for this year, but see where we're at next year. I had started one a few years ago, and it was going okay actually until the rabbits and then the birds got a hold of it. So I think if we did like a raised bed, it would be okay, but until then, probably not worth setting something up because they'll just destroy it. All right. It's feeling very stark at the moment. That's okay. It's gonna be a lot of blending later. I guess we can do these giant hands. Yeah, let's do that. Kind of like starting with the Calidor and shading down. I think that's looking nicer. So we'll go back to that. The process is being trusted. It is. He'll come together. I'm just trying to figure out which way I want to do it. I think glazing down with that darker is working nicely, so we'll do that. What else is going on? It really has just been a lot of video games, which is nice. It's nice. I've been reading my book while I work out, so I've been reading, I finished Jade City, so now I'm on the second book of that trilogy. I read, almost in a night, I read a little novella, What Moves the Dead, which is a retelling of the fall of House Usher. It was kind of fun. It was alright. We did watch some wrestling. I do have a favorite new wrestler. I was like thinking about like the that's right, it's 420, we gotta glaze it. I was thinking about the wrestlers like since I've been watching with you guys that like I really enjoy. Seth Rollins is one of them. He's always fun to watch. Like every single time I've tuned in, he's fun to watch. Orange Cassidy I think is still my favorite. Just between his moves and his gimmick, like I think he's my favorite. Trying to think who else like I enjoy watching. I like all the more silly stuff. The more out there, the more I'm there. Such as my new werewolf friend. This is in the flippy stuff. I very much like the luchador stuff I love watching that. They're crazy talented and just kind of crazy, which is fun. It's kind of fun. You did watch the first... Oh, are you catching up today here, Earpray? I won't say anything. But we did watch that last night, and it was fun. I was trying to think who else I just like watching every time. Zero self-preservation, yeah. I think I actually, when we were watching more Stardom, too, I think that is more my speed. And I think it was more... I enjoyed watching it more, but... I'm trying to think who else... I like watching. But yeah, there's a few. There's like, okay, the whole time we've been watching, I like this. Bees, what you up to today? Welcome in. Byron says, almost 5 cubic yards of dirt have been moved. Last of it into the raised beds today. Gonna give the seedlings a day out to get them hardy. Sounds good. Take them out for a day on the town. Get your seedlings out. That's funny. I know what you mean, but it's funny to say it out loud. I like Athena or Bianca. She's crazy strong. I don't know. The fun factor for me is it's like the number one factor for me. Just woke up, Bee. Sounds perfect. But hello, you don't like my rabbit? You like my rabbit? What'd you up to today? Stardom was dumb fun. Then they'd have some 40-minute match where someone bleeds and is thrown into barbed wire. That sports entertainment for reasons. Yeah, there's I don't know. Like some people are very strong, but they don't have it's too serious still for me. It's like, eh. But they do crazy stuff. Oh, Gunther is the other one I actually really like watching. He's a beast. He is absolutely a beast. Just every time I've seen him, it's just like, goodness, this guy's nuts. Avian, hello, how are you? Coming in for fish? How are you today? What you up to? Watching Zed through Rain's Arm give me even bigger respect from him. He's nuts. And every time I've seen him, he's been nuts. And it's fun. It's fun. Plus the outfits. Supposed to be getting ready for Easter. Distracted by making a Butts 1000 weight lava lamp logo. Let's go. I'm so here for it. Whoops. Hold on. It's got paint everywhere. What are we making the logo in? Tell me more, Butts. Tell me more about this logo. Right, Liam? Agreed. Agreed. I guess I don't know what's considered spoiler. I'm gonna err on the safe side. Like, obviously, some of that happens without knowing the outcome, but... Yeah, I think when you're comfy sharing Butts, I would like to see the logo. You're comfy sharing. Well, they resin at one point said suplex reigns. That's as far as I'll tell you. Yeah. Obviously no outcomes. I never know what the, I wasn't sure what the etiquette was for... But, like, obviously some of that happens. They all have signature moves. They all do it. But I will err on the side of caution. For anyone coming in, I'm just base coating a bunch of blues. We've got all this, like, carapace stuff to work up, but we gotta get it all figured out first. Then we'll start blending. What is everyone else up to? Everyone coming in, what are we up to today? We're just talking about WrestleMania. I don't watch a lot of wrestling, but it's fun every now and then. Especially, like, the big events. It's fun to tune in. What else is going on? That's kind of it. Been doing more yard work this week, trying to get, you know, Fat Rat's doing some gardening. I'm trying to get our, like, patio cleaned up so we can have people over to grill. The other day, my Fitbit got, like, concerned about me. It was really funny, because I wear my watch while I'm doing the yard work. They're like, hey, you've been training kind of hard. You might want to tone down a bit. I'm like, oh, okay. So I ended up taking a rest day yesterday. It was really funny. I'm working out too hard, chat. I feel like that's going to be my online identity. I need a visual representation. I like it. Plus, it's a fun, like, excuse to try out something new, right? With logo stuff. So my Duolingo homework, nice. I had to do, before WrestleMania, I had to do 250 Japanese reviews. Because I had been doing the bare minimum for a couple days. So I crunched that out. So I feel you here, Roy. I feel you. You're making me want to buy more Warmachine, and that's dangerous. Do it. You know, it's finding your workout, everyone's like, please stop. They're like, please. You've been going too hard. What did it say? I'm at risk of overtraining or something like that is what it said. It's like, well, why do you think I'm here? I'm not here to play around. I'm here to get strong. And apparently do my yard work. I'm not here to play around. The lava and the lava lamp, oh, better be butt-shaped. I'm gonna trust Butts. I'm gonna wait and see what Butts is cooking up. Thinking was hard, that's right. I'm not here to mess around. Here to train. Here to get strong. Let's see, anything else? I'm signed up to do our local game store is doing a commander party for Tarkir. And I need to play like one of my decks so that I know what I'm doing when I go on Wednesday. So I need to ask Scott if he'll help me practice a deck here. I want to take one of the new precons, but I've only played the one that I then tore apart. So I think I'm going to ask him to help me figure out the green, black, blue one. It's a lot of zombies from what I understand. But I haven't played it yet. If I don't like it, I'll just take one of the decks I've played before. But I kind of want to take one of the precons. Since the event is for that, I should give it a go. Speaking of, if you guys want to watch Scott and I play some Paper Magic, that's our sub goal right now. So that's below my face. When we reach that, Scott and I will do a game in Spell Table. And then I mentioned if we do like a stretch goal, I'll let you guys pick our decks. Or at least mine. I don't know if Scott's up for it yet. But could be fun. If you guys want to see that, that's our sub goal. But I do need to do some practicing this week. I do this annoying thing where I'll play a fair amount and then I'll not play for a bit and then I forget things. I need to keep playing. I butterfly around too much. Just in general. Big Shork Doraya, hello! Big Shork, ooh ha ha. What are you up to? I'm trying to get all this blue on him. Talking about magic a little bit. Anyone else playing any tabletop? Either Warhammer, Warmachine, Magic? What have we been playing, chat? I wanted to get my Fox Lady together so I can play some Conquest. Get up to make breakfast so don't get too late and close to Easter with the fam. Sounds good. Enjoy, if you're doing biscuits and gravy, enjoy. We're totally not jealous. I'll play some X-Wing for tabletop. Nice. How did that go? Terry says, dragging out stuff. Ooh, to pamp terrain. Some maroon buildings with a beach worm theme. I like it. Oh, beach worm. Is that for your stuff? Or no, I guess it could be either. For friendo? I was thinking your stuff would definitely have a beach theme too, wouldn't it? Could be there. Birds for the housemate. Nice. That'll be fun. I think that weathering will be really fun and unique. Could get some cool effects. His display board, nice. Terrain can be really fun, especially after you've been doing like a whole bunch of infantry and stuff. You can just kind of go nuts with some of the weathering and the bigger stuff. Don't have to paint all these little dudes. We played a game of Gaslands the other night. I saw that. It looked fun. What did you guys think? But says printed some Space Git stuff. Need to ask Fat Rat if he's interested in playing. Everybody's got Heresy to play next weekend. Let's go. It says I won the race with 5 hazard tokens and 1 HP. Sounds like you're a gas landing correctly, from my understanding. From what I got to watch at Adepticon, that sounds like gas landing correctly. Reapray, hello, it is coffee time. What you up to today? Other than coffee. I need to remember to finish mine as well. What does that have to do with mine? He stole for his theme. Well, it just means you get to take it, you know? Your display board? Our display board, comrade. Next time you need it for an event. It's mine now. Mine now. That's what I would do. Our display board. Okay, I guess that would also be. I will steal all the stuff, see? There you go. Dumb little brother. I know that feel. I know that feel. That's kind of fun, though. I don't think there's anything else hobby. So much of last week was just getting stuff ready. Not super exciting to share, but exciting that just have stuff to pick up and go. I found that helps me a ton with stream, so it's nice to have it ready. I know you'd understand older sister blues. I joke about it, but I'm very fortunate in that my brother and I were like besties growing up, so. And I didn't realize that wasn't like how a lot of people were until like I was at the office like talking to people and they're like, yeah, I hated my brother growing up, blah blah blah. It's like, oh really? We were besties. I can't really complain too much. Sharing can be tough though. When it's something you want to do and you've got to share, that's always tough. No matter who it is you're sharing with. It's tough when something doesn't feel like yours, you know? My other brother too and I are hiking close. We both think it's weird when siblings are not friends. Yeah, I did not realize how many people, like, that was not the case for them. I feel bad. Ask chat. Chat, how close are you to your siblings? For those who have siblings. Growing up. Okay. It's like weird mix of two blueses. It's getting to me a little bit. I'm trusting, but it feels weird at the moment. It's just me. Okay, so how did you get along with it? How is that working out, Slam? Okay, try and say if we start metallics. I feel like we need to shade the blue first. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to touch up metallics. There's really no point. I don't really like that guy. We don't get along. It's just interesting for to see. Yeah. My sister's 9 years older than me. We never knew each other until we were both adults. That makes sense too, yeah. Hard to have as much in common when you're not doing kind of the same things. My brother and I are only a couple of years apart, so it was easy to do stuff together. That and I've just always been a bit of a tomboy, so it was easy to... Usually if he was interested in, or if I was interested in something, he was too, vice versa. So it was easy to be like, pick this up and do it together. So my interests were more that way. Got 10 siblings, definitely hit or miss with them. That is a lot of siblings. But that makes sense. I have such a small family compared to others. I'm trying to imagine like having 10 siblings. Even having more than the one is a lot to think about. We have a lot in common, get along now. Well, now, when we see each other, but we weren't kids together. She lives in the UK, he's a citizen there now. That's cool. Jealous. Jealous. Indifferent to my sister. My brother is chill. We hang, we play games, it's good. That's cool. I have a twin brother and a younger sister. We didn't get along growing up, but we're close now. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I got lost in the thoughts. Yeah, it's interesting to see. Consider myself pretty lucky. My brother and I got to chill. And like, we're the weirdos that we're still close, but we don't like talk all the time. I probably should bug him more. He is back in school now, so I try not to annoy him too much. But it's nice when we get a chance to hang out. I kind of miss when we would do D&D, because then he was over here more often. But maybe the group will get back together at some point. Not holding my breath anymore. We grew up in a pretty toxic household. Parents are abusive, contributed to a lot too. I'm sorry to hear that. does make a difference. My brother's 9 years older than me, and I remember looking up to him in his teen years. Alright, I am just glazing with Cantor Blue, I think is what I've decided on. So I'm just kind of putting it in between the ropes, anywhere I want shading on the blue. So we'll get like under his arm here a bit. Anywhere we want this darker blue. And then we'll kind of rework that centerpiece and start working on his back. I mentioned I was playing Final Fantasy. Is anyone playing any video games? Oh my god, chat. I was trying to decide what I do after 6. I had picked up Final Fantasy X actually on a sale because I need to replay it from when I had played it as a kiddo. But also that Claire Obscura game comes out this week, and I'm excited about that. Give that a try. That's the one with kind of the Persona-looking combat, but some real-time input stuff needed. It looks neat, though. Anyone else playing anything or looking forward to some games coming up? While I shade fish. Okay, coming along. Thinking about it, I don't know if we're gonna play a game this Wednesday. I'm trying to think what I've got that we could play. I have to take a look at the old Game Pass or something. Don't have anything off the top of my head. Blue Prince was kind of exactly what I would like to bring more of on. I'll have to take a look. Nerd! No, you. I need to go clean up some more crime scenes. Scott, also on Game Pass, is it just Crime Scene Cleaner? Crime Scene Cleanup? One of those games. Went in last night to check on Scott, and he's just, like, scrubbing up blood off something. Mousebait, hello, how are you? Oh, I thought he meant Sadie. Yeah, Sadie's crime scenes also need some cleanup. What you up to today? It's a good guess. It's a good guess. Alright. I think it's coming along. When I think of Shorkman, I'm definitely going to redo how I did this. What's got playing? It's Crime Scene something. Crime Scene Cleanup? Crime Scene... It's on Game Pass, if that helps. It's essentially... It's like Power Wash Sim, but for a crime scene. So essentially what he's playing. Clean up Scrappy's crime scene. Oh no, he refuses to use the litter box. Scrappy. Not very scrappy of you. Looks cute. Maybe what you're going for. Sounds like Game Pass wants to get used in the future. I've gone back to Game Pass. There are a lot of games that they have that I want to play. It's saving me a lot of money, if I'm honest. I'm going to come back to that thought. Squeezel, thank you so much for that sub for 41 months of support. Thank you, thank you. How are you? How's your weekend? Wolfsark, hello. How we doing? Gonna hop back to Game Pass there for a second. Between, like, Claire Obscura coming out, Doom, South of Midnight. There is no way I'd be able to play those games without Game Pass. Okay, notifications are loud. Okay, so here's what happened. My stupid, the audio mixer I have decided to update. And I thought I'd fix some of it. But I knew there'd be some things. I'm trying to think where that would be. Come here. I I just. Okay, alerts. Let me try and bump these down. And then we will see. I just. I was gonna not update it. I'm like, it's fine. Like, I don't need anything. But then every time I would, like, try to get out of it, it would, like, freeze. And it's like, no, you need to update. It's like, fine, I'll do it. And then I realized right before stream that, like, my mic wasn't coming in. It's like... It's one of those days. I get that with Game Pass. I'd probably be interested if I weren't 1, obsessed with Minecraft, 2, completely out of time. Busy after writing another essay. It's always good to see you, Mousebait. I know that you're busy. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. I hope essay goes well. We will catch you next time. Bye-byes for now. Thank you for lurking. I like 9 Souls and Bellatra. Oh, is 9 Souls on there? I do want to check that out. I probably wouldn't stream it because I'm probably going to be bad at it at first. But I do want to check it out. Bellatra was fun. I had played that on Steam. But if anyone is taking a look at Game Pass, Bellatra was a lot of fun. Would recommend. Get you some crazy poker hands. Why don't the people making updates include keep settings as part of it? I don't know, Replay, and it makes me crazy. Like, I try to do all of my updates and stuff, like, at the end of a stream week, because I know things are just gonna break. But, like, even when I check things and everything looks good, things are still broken. So even when I try, it doesn't quite work. Streaming. Do you have to solve the crime as well? I don't know. The dog being called Dexter in the trailer, brilliant. Yeah, I don't know anything about it other than Scott's playing it, but it's there if you want to check it out, if it sounds like something you might be interested in. I just wandered in to check on Scott in between wrestling last night, and so he was cleaning up blood. 9 Souls 90s, yeah, but it's good. I feel like Hollow Knight, yeah. I know that it's that type of game, which takes me a little bit to get used to. So I probably wouldn't stream it, but I do kind of want to check it out. It looked real neat from the trailers and stuff I had seen a while back. I don't know, I think I have an easier time with, like, Dark Souls than some of the 2D stuff. Something about the 3D makes it more sense for me. I have a harder time. I feel like the 2D is less forgiving. Something about it. Obviously, with, like, Hollow Knight and stuff, too, there's some more platforming involved, which I'm garbage at, but I'll tough it out if the game is cool. Got it downloading right now. You have to let us know what you think, Erebra. I don't think if there's anything else on there I saw. Kanitsugami's the other one I kind of want. Oh, maybe we play that Wednesday, actually. That might be okay for streaming. But that's on there that I want to check out. It's like strategy, but action game. I feel like the trailer didn't do a great job of showing exactly what you do, so I don't really know what to expect. But that could be fun. No, we'll find something. I like our gaming days. I gotta find something for us. Alright, I think I'm gonna start blending some of our scales out. Yeah, anyone else playing anything fun? Anything else you guys would recommend? Oh, a little too heavy for what I wanted. Let's see. I think we'll do a little bit more on the scales, and then I'm gonna switch to like the metallics. Do that for a little bit. Get them started. I think I need my nicer brush, honestly. This old one's not cutting it. Okay. Trying to save my last new brush, but I need it. I need it. trying to think hobby news. Yesterday would have been what, the High Elves on pre-order? Not sure it would get for, what are you guys expecting for pre-order article today? Emperor's Children are out. High Elves out. There was some Necromunda and some Heresy. I don't know what to expect next, I guess. Alright. Okay, pilot, I guess. What else was at the Adepticon reveal? Space Wolves were at the reveal. Cathay was at the reveal. Seems a little early maybe for that. I don't remember. Long month. Trying to think what else. My stupid watch keeps dragging across the... Or is that too soon? I don't even know, I think is the hard part. I don't know if it's a case of, okay, you've seen them, they can be up whenever, or... I don't know. Because Sigmar was just the new... I guess the new Spearheads, maybe, for Sigmar. Like, that's an easier release. It's not all new stuff. I mean, I guess it's all new sprues, but not new miniatures. Maybe? That was kind of all that Sigmar got from Adepticon. Oh, lost my picture. Yeah, I don't know what else to expect, I guess. Just in general. Hey, Ogre, welcome in. How are ya? We're painting a shark man. What are you up to today? I tried to pick something obnoxious for spring for my nails, and I think I got it. Thank you. Sometimes you just have to be obnoxious. I ran with it. But yeah, what you up to today? We're just painting a large shark man. This is for Warmachine. This is from the new Shadows and Scum starter set. Thank you again to Steamforce for sending this over. If you guys want to see the full unboxing, we did do that on stream, and it's on YouTube right now. So I'm going to throw that in the old chat if you want to check that out. You can see everything we basically unboxed and then we started building. So if you want to see any more of this box, that's up on my YouTube. Thank you again for sending over Steamforge. I think you nailed it. Thank you, Herbert. Okay. I like where this is going. We're definitely going to need another highlighter too, but I think we're getting there. Still trusting the process. Calidor Sky. Just any chance to use Calidor Sky. We're taking it. We're taking it. And so we have. I kind of wish we had more of the P3 paints to do this in, but I only have like some colors from the old set, and I don't have a lot of their blues. Believe it or not, I did not get their blues. I got a bunch of other colors instead. Go ahead and move up his arm. I know. Surprising. I do love blue. I'll have to try their blue another day. This is putting Tupperware away. There has to be a better storage solution than a trash fire of a cupboard with haphazard lids and tubs. Yeah. Yeah. It's always really nice when, like, you first get a set, because everything does kind of go together. But then as, like, you have to replace stuff and you get new ones. And then it turns into a nightmare. Yeah. Like, I think right now we've got like 3 different sets. And each set goes together nicely, but putting them all in together, nightmare. I at least have one system, that's good at least, yeah. But like, how do you store lids? We just put them vertically on the side. I don't know if that's the right answer, but that's what we do. Some of ours like snap into each other, which is nice. Like of the same set. We just do that. Alright. Trying to decide if I go ahead and grab another highlight. They go to an almost white, which I do like. Ties in nicely with the skin tone. Just trying to think what that would be from what I've got. I do think a lighter blue and then maybe that white, which we probably will mix. Probably have to mix that, but that's okay. Thinking of designing something to hang on the door of the cabinet. Oh, to hold the lids? We have something like that for our pot lids. I don't know if that's worth looking at something like that. That is really nice. The ones for the pot lids. So I'll throw that out there. Okay. I feel like I've done enough of that. It's probably time to find a highlight color. First, let's go ahead and let's get his metal started. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a lead belcher for our metallics. Something like that, also for pot lids. Ours we don't even do on the door, we do on like the side of the cabinet, and it's nice and out of the way. We're gonna I think we're gonna rust it up, just like the box art and like we did for Trench Crusade. So let's start some rust. Okay, so I'm just gonna dive in with lead belcher. Oh man, this is a new pot of lead. We mess with this a little. Okay. Diving in. And then we will rust the crud out of these later. Guess, does anyone have any hobby questions? Anything we're working on? Be a good time for that. Everyone's been working on Conquest. I was working on my little Tengu last week. They're coming along. Conquest has been fun. We probably won't bring them on stream, at least for a little while, just because we had them on for a bit, but hoping I get to keep working on those here between commission stuff. I'm excited to get back to Monster Hunter. I think that'll be fun with Teostra. I primed little Kulu Yaku with his little rock, so I've got him too in case we get through Teostra quicker than we're thinking. Or if we just want another Monster Hunter day. So he's ready to roll. Oops, come here. I think that's about all I've got hobby though. It's just been nice working on things from the backlog. Trying to get it all organized. Hey Gordix, welcome in. How are you today? We are painting Chum from Warmachine. Getting all of his metallics at least started. What are you up to? Sausage in the pan, biscuits and gravy on the way. Gonna make me hungry. Here I am with my protein shake. Just picked up Orgoth. I feel like I should know what Orgoth is. I'm sorry. What have you got? I left out, I'm not really painting miniatures anymore. I think maybe I'm just on hiatus. Paint more eventually. Honestly, I'm in the same boat. I paint on stream, and obviously I have to do enough for commissions, but it's really not my, like, my free time thing. The fact that I'm actually working on Conquest was surprising to me the other day, but honestly kind of same, and it's my job. I've been way more interested in doing way more like video gaming and things lately. Reading more books. Yeah, I kind of feel the same. But, like, I have to show up and paint miniatures. Okay, it is Warmachine. I thought so. I am just now learning more about Warmachine, so sorry. I will catch up and get better here. I've got the starter box, and that's all I've got right now. Back when we did try it a while back, I had Circle. But that's the extent of my knowledge so far. They're the Sea Raider faction. Okay, very cool. How much do you have then, if you're picking some up? Used by Menoth. Okay, I know the Menoth faction. They had some very cool minis back when we did play. Yeah, we're just starting metallics. I'm doing, again, this is Lead Belcher, and we're gonna wash and rust this all up a bit later, but can I get started? I got the battle group and then another big box. Nice. Sounds like a good start. Alright, and then he's got his little helmet. Which actually looks like mostly kind of a coppery color, but we'll get some of the silver here. Probably have to pull out the scale colors for that. Do you have a, Cortex, do you have like a bigger community for it near you? Do you get to play? I don't actually know what the local community here is like for it right now. They used to be very tournament based, very meta heavy, but that was forever ago, so I don't know. I don't know who's still playing and what the vibe is like. Haven't really looked around. Gotcha. Hey, Living Frost, how are ya? Happy Easter. I haven't heard of Warmachines. This is another war game. It is. Trying to think how I would describe it. It's a bit bigger than Skirmish, but you don't have like the giant rank and file type armies. But this is Chum. He is from the new starter box. He is a giant shark man. So he's fun. He's kind of, they're like pirate trolls. So let me get the other captain so you can see kind of the vibe. So we've got Sharkman, and here is our captain. But yeah, this is from the Shadows and Scum starter set. Yeah, we're just diving in because he's fun. Headed out, Earbray. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out while we paint a shark. Thank you everyone for hanging out while we paint a shark. Spending part of your Sunday with us. For anyone celebrating today, I hope you have a nice day. I guess, does anyone do anything fun for Easter? Or for the other holiday, 420? What else is silver while I'm here? He's got like hooks and stuff in his back, which I guess we should go ahead and get. I am neither getting zooted nor blessed. Lame. That's okay, me neither. I'm just gonna watch wrestling for it. the true holiday. Wrestling. I'm just a sober heathen, yep. Samesies. But I get a shark man, so I'll take it. I'll take it. I think if today is a quieter day, I may revert back to the old schedule here. We'll see how we're feeling at old end time. If we want to keep painting or not. No Easter basket, Bill. Welcome in. How are you? What's new in Bill land? We're painting a big shark. Trying to get all these metallics started. Yeah, usually we would just grill out. We kind of celebrate spring more than anything. But my mom is traveling, so I'm not even doing that this year. Double Easter and 420 is a wild alignment, right? Oh, I went outside, but the bunny hadn't left any eggs for me. A lot of bully. No. Ravenlord, hello, how are you? Wait, both Easters aligned? There's a second Easter? Is that the, like... I think I'm realizing, if you celebrate more of a pagan Easter, is there like a special day for that? I don't actually know. Orthodox and Catholic Easter aligned again. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. I don't know anything, chat. Sorry. I'm just here to grill out. Tony, welcome in. How are you? That's the extent of my Easter knowledge. I'm doing alright. Got family dinner later, but not much going on. Sounds good, Ravenlord. Thanks for coming to hang out. We're painting a large shark. I'm getting metallic started and showing how little I know of Easter. That's my day mostly. I was gonna guess Orthodox was also have their own fake Christmas. Normal day, yeah. Today is the day I play video games. Grilling out does sound nice. I'm a little sad we're not doing that. Just because I want, like, a burger. Currently fighting this pot of lead belcher. Give me 1 second, chat. When they changed mediums, lead belcher definitely got hit. Doesn't go on as nicely as it used to. I'm a little sad about it. I'm just sad about all of the paint brands having to change the medium they were using. Just give us a good shake, I guess. That's all we can do. Now it's getting everywhere. Please help. Okay, we're gonna try again. Alright, give it a little mixy mix. See if that helped. Helped a bit. We'll rock it until it settles again. Not like, we need good coverage, but we are going to rust the crud out of this, so not too worried about it. I was looking to see what other like fun colors we could bring. We've got a starfish on his other side. He's got the crab. I want to do the bright orange fishy in his hand. I don't think there's any other little pops of color we could throw on him. I think the other sea life is probably the best place to do it. Bill, do you have plans for today? Anything fun? The fish is orange. The fish is a triceratops, actually, yeah. All triceratopses are orange, obviously. Orange. I did see Noob got a lot of orange on dinosaurs yesterday. I'm very excited. And also Steve. We get to paint Steve. Well, found my TikTok. Done. Thank you, Slam. Easy. Easy. Alright. I'm about to hard pivot to Steve here in a second. About to hard pivot. Hi, Farm. Welcome in. How are you? I feel bad because I still need to do a TikTok for the unboxing, but that just might take the take. Social media is just hard. Not enjoying it lately. Doing well, good. Glad to hear it. Have anything fun planned for today? We are painting. This is Chum from the Shadows and Scum starter set for Warmachine. And we're just getting metallics base coated so we can start doing some rust and stuff later. But yeah, I'm about to hard pivot to Steve over here. I do want to start the ropes and stuff. Get those at least blocked out. And then probably start fish. Yeah, probably start fish. Been trying to get stuff done around the house. Hitting some ADHD overload. No other plans. Probably just go see Mom. Hopefully, yeah, hoping to get everything done that you want to do today. Not really, just watching football. Soccer viewings. Sounds good. Hope it's good. I think hockey playoffs have started. I haven't watched any hockey in a while, but I should probably at least pay attention to some of the updates. Okay. More ropes. And then we'll start Steve. I'm going to come into that trend super late. Let's go. That's how you TikTok, right, chat? Just come in super duper late. Whoa! You're too big to be doing that. Come back here. It's hard when the minis are a little top heavy. And if I put him on a stand, it's just going to be more awkward. Because he's big. He needed to. He did that. I'm just trying to get the rest of his ropes. let's see what else is going on. This week on stream, we're gonna work on this guy today, obviously. I was trying to decide if Teostra is tomorrow. Maybe we see how far we get today. But Teostra will be this week, so that'll be our Monster Hunter day. I don't really know what else I want to work on this week, if I'm honest. I have nights that I need to do for commission, but nights are very hard to bring on stream. Because, one, they're very large. Two, it's a lot of airbrushing, and honestly, a lot of, like, stippling and airbrushing. Or, I'm sorry, dry brushing. They're very awkward to bring on stream. So I don't think I want to bring on the, like, the Sisters of Battle Knights. Always better to be late to a trend. Freudian slip there. Yeah, at least we do it, right? I need to just do social media. Apparently to be a content creator, you have to create content or some nonsense. Noob, hello on our first hello. How you doing? We're painting a big shark, man. What are you guys up to? This is Chum from Warmachine. Gross. You just say you're a content creator and get money? I've tried. I've tried. Turns out. I don't like when you do that. That's okay. We'll do the TikTok. We will record the thing. Noob, I saw you were getting lots of work on dinosaurs. It's very exciting. Scott went up to one of the stores to go to Conquest Night the other night, and it sounded like he had a lot of fun. So now I get to learn. I think the demo taught like a lot of it that we got at the store, but obviously I've got to learn my faction. But he had a lot of fun. And I'm excited to learn. Gotta get the rest of my stuff together. Well, now the things are on bases I can play, but I am not content with this content. That's fair. Me neither. That's fair. Valid. That does not equal money. So if you're a content creator, does that mean you broke? Yeah. Turns out. Yeah, excited to, I think I'm gonna have to proxy something when we do get to play some Conquest, but I will at least get to do that now that things are on bases, or I could not before, so. Try being, ooh, a money creator, you're right. I am approaching this all the wrong way. That's how I introduce myself to people. Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm a money creator. Oh, teach me your ways. I was gonna say, and then I do the those really scammy videos. I can show you how to make money. Be the inflation. This is the vibes today. Pure sweet profit. That's right. That's right. How do you make money on Twitch? That's the neat part. You don't. That's the neat part. Man, this guy's got a lot of netting on this arm. It's taking longer than I thought it was going to take. I'm like, oh, I'll just get this real quick and then we'll work on the fish. And I'm still here. Still here. Which is cool. I like that there's so much detail to him, but also I want to work on fish. Yeah, how to make money paying managers. Pay me $50 to find out how exactly. Link in the bio. And then they just get an email. It's just like, LOL, that's how. LOL. Now you've learned. I will show you how to make money. First, buy my book about how to make money selling books to people who want to make money. Exactly. Exactly. Guys, don't throw away my business plan, okay? You guys are just exposing what I was gonna do. Please, please don't steal, chat. Please don't steal my business plan. It's very rude. It's very rude. Get good, thanks. $50. Can't believe chat would do this. You mean to tell me our Lord and Savior Jeffrey Bezos doesn't cut my Twitch streamer fat checks? If only. If only. You said the course tells people how to make money. I've got your feet. I'm gonna, I'm supposed to diversify my income streams. I think I just found it. Fireforge already taken it. Will be difficult when you didn't hear what it was, but best of luck. Oh, $49 for my book on making minis? I can't believe you do this, noob. I can believe it, actually. I can believe you do that. I can absolutely believe that you do that. Noob. Typical noob. Not a noob at all. Don't let him deceive you. Don't let him deceive you. Don't make the same mistake I made. Alright, I think I got all the netting. He does have one more chain around his waist, which I do want to get. So we can do all the washes and stuff together. And then we will attack Steve. Then it's Steve's turn. Alright. Chain. He's got more rope too. Gosh darn it. Okay. I love all the detail, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it. I wanna work on the fish. I'm feeling fickle. I wanna work on fish. Come back for rope later. Rope isn't exciting to do together, you know? Fish is more exciting to do together. Steve. Wow. I do the little noodle arms. Look at him go. Noodling. Just realized part of my chat probably does not know what we're talking about. And I'm trying to think how to explain it. There's just this little sound clip of, it's in French, of this little fish named Steve. And there's just this little song that's gone viral about Steve. Are we Minecraft memeing? We're not this time. We are memeing, but not Minecraft this time. No, it's a little fish, and his name is Steve. He has arms and legs. How do I want to start Steve? I didn't do a big zenithal on Steve because I didn't know we were going to go. I wasn't planning on the orange. Let's just see how this covers. I've just got Vallejo model color. This is bright orange, which is the darker of the two that I have. Let's see how it works. It's a race in the bottom. Don't turn your books about profit and commodity. Oh, wait. let's try. I'm trying to decide. I guess the fins we could do kind of the off-white color. Do I need to pull up a Steve? I feel like even with all the fan art I have seen of Steve, I may need a refresher on Steve. This bright is so orange. Or this, sorry. This orange is so bright. Brain, please. I just do not like how this new Vallejo covers at all, and it makes me sad. Granted, orange is a tough color, but we may need to start with some... maybe Evil Suns? Work up to our orange. I just hate how it covers. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Let's mix some Evil Suns. I want the coverage of the Evil Suns, but I need it a little brighter. Wild Rider would be the other option, but I don't have that because it also gunked up on me. Speaking of Minecraft, why do people act like unruly toddlers during the movie? I don't know. Like, I've seen clips, but I don't get it, I guess. Maybe it's not for me to get. I don't know. Alright, I've essentially mixed Wild Rider Red. We're gonna go in with that, I think. Yeah, it's better. Which is a shame, because I think I've heard the new Minecraft movie is fun. But then, yeah. Grown adults can't, you know, act like adults. Which is a shame. Oh, no. I have to give the warning, because we've lost power a few times. Sounds like we've got some rain and or storm coming through. If I disappear, we've just lost power. But nothing scary today, so we're fine, but we may lose power. So just a heads up. What's Minecraft movie even about? I mean, Minecraft, if I had to guess. If I had to guess, probably Minecraft. You won't lose power. If we have the slightest breeze, we may lose power. So just a heads up. Still, I need more red. Okay, I'm gonna redo something on my palette. Okay. I'm fighting this orange real hard. Let me remix this. I have no interest watching the movie. I was told by a guy I know this kid's age around 5-7 loved it. That's good. I'm glad the kiddos get their movie. I also probably wouldn't see it until like it's on streaming or whatever, but all the nasty weather skipped us last night. We got some rain, but that was about it. Glad you're good over there, noob. Hey, Dragon Pup, welcome in. How are you? I would say Chum is risen on this Easter Sunday. But he's stumbling drunk, so he can never get knocked down to begin with. Very nice. Welcome in. I'll be honest, I'm pretty new to Warmachine, so I can't answer a whole lot for Warmachine specific. But this is from the new starter set. This is Chum. And I'm trying so hard to get a nice orange to start our little fishy friend. How are you? Are you also working on some Warmachine? I am just fighting this orange. And losing. I'm losing to the orange. Even when I try and get some of this. I understand it being a couple coats, but this is getting kind of silly. Orange, that's right. Glad you're here, noob. Glad you're here. Slowly working. Ooh, and an Abyssal King myself. Nice. Welcome on in. I think I remember which miniature that is. We tried Warmachine a long way back, and I had Horde, or Circle, sorry, from Hordes. And then we kind of stepped away because the community here was not it. And then Steamforge reached out to check out this new starter set, and the miniatures are all really fun. So painting those today, and then we will try the game once I get some stuff painted. So waiting for my starter set to arrive, says Ravenlord. Want to work on some more Chimera before I switch to the Catar. Chimera are very cool. I think, I was telling Chad earlier, I think that would be probably a more of an airbrush project for me. Because getting that really smooth kind of airbrush look on their armor and stuff would be really nice. But they definitely have some cool minis in the box. William, hello. Happy Easter. How are you? How are the little ones doing? All of them. How are they all doing there? How are you doing? Taking care of all the little ones. How are you doing? I'm currently fighting orange. That's my update. Looks like we're going to be fighting the orange for a bit here today. That's okay, I guess. I was getting an idea that they'd be best served by airbrush. I think I'm going to try and do stippling technique on them. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, sorry, I was just saying, like, if I were to do it kind of similar to box art, I feel like I would do a lot of airbrushing. Which would be fun, but is a little tougher to do on stream because I don't like to stream airbrushing. The Duck Daddy, that's right. Yeah, how is everyone doing over there, Will? Including yourself. No. I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so. I'm just gonna go ahead and do all orange. I'll come back. I think I'm gonna do like the kind of cream for in between the fins, but for right now, with how much this orange is fighting, I'm just gonna go in with orange on everything and we'll figure it out a bit later. Everyone is alive. That's good. That's a good start. Glad to hear that everyone's still alive. For those in chat wondering what we're talking about, absolutely Will in chat found some little ducklings that had been... Unfortunately, the mom had been killed, so the little ducklings are on their own. Will has taken them in to take care of them. But they're a lot of work because they are very young ducklings. Random says, I need to talk to my friend because I really want to paint Chum after watching Peach Tips on the model. Like, that was painted. But he wanted the Troubled faction. I think it's hard when, like... Because Chum's such a fun model. When you have that one model that, like, everyone wants to paint. Whether it's, like, their faction or not. Sometimes Scott and I have that where it's like, Scott will pick out an army and it's like, oh, but I really want to paint that one. It does make it tough. I luck out. Usually Scott will let me do that. Sometimes, though, it's when he wants to paint, too. Understandably so. Cass and Absolute Chat are recovering from their illness. The ducks have only pooped on me 97 times. They're very small, very frail. Yeah. Did you have to get, like, a whole... Because I think I usually see, like, the heat lamp and all of that. Do you have to get all that set up, or is it already set up? Wow, this very finicky orange dries. I'm going to go ahead and work on the inside of his mouth. We might start some of the washes and stuff for the chains. But I do want to get little Steve done today. It's going to do black. I might do both of their mouths together. Be similar colors here. I think of it. Maybe I'll buy the non-character model one. Oh, and paint it up as a gift. That'd be cool. Absolutely Child snuggled them while ill. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. That was pretty cute. Dragon Pup says, I originally joked I would paint my Chum in baby shark yellow. Ended up doing that for the carapace. I love that. I've seen a couple different paint schemes. I think Jewel Knight Jess was doing, and I'm not familiar with the cartoon, but it was like bright pink. That was fun. It was like a shark and a fish. And I don't know if I'm here in the States and Jewel Knight is UK, so it may just be a cartoon we don't have here, but Bill. Let's see. I want Screamer Pink, and I want Pink Horror, probably. I'm gonna grab. We definitely need Screamer Pink. Where the heck is it? There we go. We'll get his little teefies started here in a minute. Alright, we're going to start working on gums and tongue. Get his little face started here. Got more people hopping in here this morning. What's everyone working on this weekend? I think probably trying to paint Chum with a leopard shark theme would be challenging, but fun to try. Yeah, I've seen a couple people mention just doing like different sharks and things. Surprise, surprise, I like the blue, so I stuck with it, but definitely some cool other options. I like that the blue kind of ties back to the troll blood stuff too, so. Decided to stick with it, but definitely some cool options out there. Hey, Plague Parrot and Skipping Street Sharks, hell yeah. How are you? Welcome in. I have the cage and the heat lamp set up. However, we discovered after night one we have cats that came to investigate the chirping. So now they have to be moved inside and outside every morning night. That wasn't a fun discovery. I'm sorry. You're definitely going through it over there, Will. It stinks that, like, because you mentioned trying to take them to the rescue. And then basically being like, no, we need help. So now you're kind of stuck from what I understand. I guess what's the plan here? They just kind of have them. I think this is us good. Doing good here. I get to paint a giant shark today, so it's a good day. Thanks for coming to join us. Half an hour till race time. Scott's got F1 to watch. How many safety cars will we get with 5 rookies on the grid? I mean, it wasn't the rookies crashing the other day from what I saw, so. Cass was worried they were so loud, so we got out of bed to find 2 large feral cats with no collar sitting and puzzling in the cage while the ducklings panicked. Poor little guys. I've never seen these cats before in my life. You're just acquiring more animals. Came out of nowhere to find the ducklings. Let's see, I need to trap a group of deer on my wall so I can get the first part of the wall done. Let's go. That sounds cool. I know that you had been working on one a little while back, so still same project? Alright, I want to make sure I get in between the teefies, because we don't want them to look like they are all one big teefy. We want multiple teefies. We'll do some black lining too, a little bit later. Basically working inside out, so everything in here will get the color, and then we'll kind of move out. Get the teeth a bit later. I have a remedy for those, but Cassie's bleeding or wouldn't hear. I mean, it's not their fault you've brought a delicious snack into their home. You know? It's not their fault. They're just doing cat things. Same project. Starting on other walls because I couldn't draw the deer the same style. Oh, as the fox. It ain't their home, it mine. You put your home in their home. You've got Bleeding Heart Cass and Animal Loving Nikki on against you here. My house. Cats say no. Cats say no. The cat HOA says no. You have to pay your ducky dues. Alright. Got all that started. At least on him we can keep going with the pink because there's not as much dry in there. Get off my land, freeloading cats. This pink is also gunked up. I'm never buying Games Workshop again. Please hold, chat. Please hold. Actually, this Paracro might work, but let me take a look here. Okay, do have another. No ducks for you. You can pry my ducks with my cold dead hands. They might. Kitties are very crafty. They might. I'm wondering, do we need to do the Steve eyes? We might have to. It's just the... I think we have to. Alright. We're going to leave a little bit of our Screamer pink in the recesses to highlight up with their pink. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me get his teeth. And then we'll do eyes. And so these fish have a lot of gum. Not normally what I think of for painting fish. A lot of gum. Paranoia, hello. How are you? We are painting Chum. It's our giant shark man for Warmachine. How are you? We've decided to make his friend Steve. How was your weekend? About to drop a nostalgia bomb. The thing looks like a street shark. Yes. Yes. It's been so long since I think a few people have mentioned the same. Been a while since we've seen him. What you up to? Chat, what are some of those other shows like Street Sharks that we miss? I very barely remember it. I know that I watched it, but couldn't tell you anything about it. Unfortunately. It's time to go back. Beast Wars, Spider-Man animated series, Jossum. Live Menace, hello, how are ya? We're painting fish. Painting a surprising amount of teeth today for fish. I was about to say SWAT cats. I loved SWAT cats. I don't remember what else was like around that time. I remember the Gargoyles TV show. I think that was about the same time. Biker Mice from Mars. See, I didn't watch that one. I feel like I missed out on that one. Okay. Okay. Trying to say how I want to do the rest of this. Let's go ahead and just dive in with teeth. I think I want Administratum is what I want. Yeah. And then we'll go up to white. I don't think Celestial, I don't think it's dark enough. I think this is what I want. Skeleton, why I don't know that one either. Oh no. Apparently I'm missing out all over the place. Hey Titan, welcome in. How are you? Gonna be a busy day at work. I hope it goes well. Happy Easter. Happy holiday to everyone, no matter what you're celebrating today. We are celebrating by painting a shark man. That's what I got going today. How have you been, Titan? How was the rest of the week? But yeah, hopefully work goes well. Hopefully very busy means big tips and things. All right, here are our teeth. And then we'll see if I think it's dry enough and get shark teeth. He's got even more teeth. It's glad Nikki's streaming. I'm glad. Thanks for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for the support. We'll be streaming all this week. Normal stream schedule. Trying to decide what we do some gaming on Wednesday, but we can figure that out. We got time. Otherwise, we'll be painting some Monster Hunter. We'll be painting possibly more Warmachine. We'll see here. We'll probably take a quick break from Conquest just because we've been doing a lot of Conquests. So. What's new in Texas? Not much. We're getting some rain, which is kind of nice. And painting a shark. We've been doing a lot of video gaming, Live Madness. We were playing more of that Blueprints game. I've been playing Final Fantasy VI. Well, that's about it for us. Nice and quiet. I was saying earlier that I'm signed up for a magic event later this week, so I gotta practice a little bit because I haven't played in person in a little bit. Paint Meets Plastic Riot, hello, how are we? Forgot what day it is, welcome in. I'm glad you found us, Riot. What you up to? Dane says, I had court on Thursday. My attorney managed to get my fine down to 100. Might be able to avoid getting an interlock device. Wait, I have to avoid me getting an interlock device for my car. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds like things went well then. Fine going down, always good. Pretty tempted by blueprints. It's been a lot of fun. We're starting to get to like some of the like, obviously I don't want to spoil anything. Some of the like bigger puzzles, bigger mysteries for the game, and it's pretty rewarding figuring out some of it. It is on Game Pass if anyone was wondering. IRL Magic Event, yeah. I don't want to say which one, obviously, because I don't want to dox myself. But it's a commander thing. Love the blue, thank you. So these blues, if you like this, are Calidor's Sky and Cantor Blue, are what we've got so far. So I did, I kind of blocked them out. What I found worked best was doing Calidor Sky base and then Cantor as like a glaze and a shade. And that's what we're at so far. We do need to do some more highlights for it, but it's coming along. Whoa, it's coming along. Interlock device is something you have to blow into. Oh, to start your car. It costs a decent chunk to install and a monthly fee. I didn't realize that could be like a permanent thing. Okay, that's pretty wild. I guess not because it's always the little thing. Because registration was out of date. That's, yep. That's always the little thing. Here we go. Oh, thank you. I tried to pick something real bright for spring. Like I found something nice and bright and obnoxious. Thank you, thank you. Let me scroll up here. I feel like I've missed things. What you up to today, Paint Meets Plastic? What you got planned? Oh, my sister got one. The install and monthly fee isn't fun. She stopped driving under the influence, which is good. That's good. We love to see that. And I'm assuming you'd like have to have that on for a certain amount of time, I'm guessing. Orange, that's right. We will return to orange here in a minute. My nails, yes. Also orange. I think they make you pay to uninstall it too. That makes sense. That is more time. That makes sense. That's pretty wild, though. It's like 6 months. Okay, gotcha. Well. At least you both get to keep your license. She got some point, I think, a year probation with the interlock thing. License has been until like May. I'm assuming also with the until you can get all that sorted out too. Okay. Try to highlight these teeth and it's at a weird spot. Okay. I want to do enough of a highlight that it separates the little teeth. It's not like October though. It was until like January when the process started. Yeah, it takes some time. And here we are. Alright, getting that highlight makes a big difference for his little face here. Looks like I want to do a little bit more blue around the side of his face. But that'll be after we start Steve. I want Steve together. I just know that working on Steve is going to be fighting that orange some more, so I might have to hop back and forth a little bit. But I want to get Steve started. Well, I hope everything continues to go well, Titan. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun to deal with. Sorry that you're having to deal with it. Does anyone else have anything coming up this week we're excited for? I mentioned we've just got painting, and then I've got to find something for gaming on Wednesday. I need to see if Game Pass has any more of the, like, kind of smaller games. They're nice to bring on real quick. I like doing the kind of first look at things, but it's nice to have a smaller game we can kind of either finish or, like, mostly finish together. Those are nice. Rumor says Oblivion Remaster is launching tomorrow. You know, at least it's not Skyrim again. I guess who is interested in Oblivion Remaster? Hey Jackson, random hobby question. If I want to paint a green cloak to look shiny, could I use a pastel green as the highest, or should I stick with white? I would say start with the, you're probably going to use both, is going to be my answer. So as you're kind of highlighting up, you'll have the pastel, but then the white will be your kind of final touches. So you'll want to do the final touches in white, but you will have some of the pastel underneath it as a, like a layer. But welcome on in. What are we painting with the bright green? Or the shining green, I guess. Not even a little bit, that's it. It's not my jam, but I guess for those who want to play Oblivion. I got too many other games I want to play, if I'm honest. Go work in the yard sounds good, Bill. I hope it goes well. We'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Because Sky Oblivion is supposed to launch this fall? Sky Oblivion. What is that? Tell me more. I haven't thought about these games in, God, years. It makes sense, thanks. So I'm gonna stick with green. I figured I couldn't make it work. Painting a witch I got from somewhere. I can't remember. Yeah, usually when you're doing that, the white is kind of, you want, a little bit goes a long way. So you'll still want plenty of your pastel kind of green to work up to. And then for those real bright highlights, you'll bring in the white. Oblivion's a big fan mod. It's remaking Oblivion in Skyrim's version of the engine, using the assets and such. Well. Well. Devs started like 5 to 6 years ago or longer. I mean, it's not like they can just not do something because a fan started something, you know? It's definitely their stuff. So, like, it stinks. I feel bad for the dev, but not much you can do about that. Hobby news, gonna try and work on either the Psychophage or Kill Team Volcus terrain. Psychophage is a fun project. I liked working on mine. Now it has a new home. I know it'll get the love. I hope it gets lots of games. As I was not giving it any. I sold some of the NIDs, yeah. So I sold the Psychophage, I sold the Terrain Effects, the Exocrine, Turbogun, and then the Neuro Tyrant. Mikey, welcome in. How are you? What you up to? Happy Easter, if you're celebrating today. Okay, Steve has another coat of orange, because his orange is a nightmare. I'll go ahead and just do Olive Steve here. How are you? Pretty good. We get to paint a big shark man today, so can't complain too much. We're trying to, we're gonna make the fish Steve, so that's fun too. I think I need to pull up a picture here in a minute. All right. Well, that orange dries. Let me find a picture of Steve. That search did not work. Hold on. Meme. There he is. There's our boy. Here, chat. Here is here's our reference. If it'll just pull up the photo. Here's what we're going for. So that's what we got to target today. I don't know if we can do it. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Let's go. I sold the same person they were. Yep. So they will be in a new home together. Go back to this annoying orange. And let us Steve. Let us Steve, chat. This orange is so obnoxious and I kind of love it. Liquidating the 40k starting to. The nids are up first. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with the rest of it. Trying to decide. It's very weird and it's very sad. But I don't see 40k going back to what I want it to be. Okay, we're going to do this bright orange and then I'll come back. Because we mixed for that base coat, I'm going to use that to blend everything back out. But for now, I want this really obnoxious bright orange. That's today's theme. Obnoxious bright orange. Blind Cow. What if in a year and a half, 11 drops and nids are OP? The game still won't be fun. What are you up to today? Well, they can be OP all they want. It still won't be fun. Unfortunately. Gotta do what you gotta do, exactly. Hey, Glass I've Dead, how are you? We got some Warmachine today. What are you up to? This is Chum. And I'm trying to paint Steve the fish, but this orange is my nightmare. How are you? I need to mix in between what we mixed earlier, unfortunately. Okay, let's give this a try. Oh, that's better. I don't know, this is the day that I should have picked orange to fight with, but that's okay. We're here. We're doing it. Sadie's also here, apparently. I'm a Signite guy, really, but Chum is my very fun. He's very fun. So thank you again to Steamforge for sending over a box of Shadows and Scum. They've been really fun to work on. We tried Warmachine a while back, and I had Circle. But the community here was pretty meta focused, so we didn't stick with it. But it's been kind of nice coming back and seeing what they've done since then. And obviously Chum is very fun. Struggling to get out of bed, get an Age of Sigmar game later. Nail polish, brighter and less transparent than GW Orange. Yep, pretty much. Let's see, we do have a Sunday preview. Leaf painting, hello. Ghost Talks, hello. How we doing? Preview, Rot and Ruin. Let's go. Let's see what they got for us today, chat. We'll take a small break. We'll come back and work on more Chum and Steve here in a moment. But let's see what the pre-order article is today. Meow. All right. Let me get this pulled up and on the right screen. Are you planning on playing Warmachine? We're going to try it. We're going to try the, yeah, we've got the starter set, so we'll give that a try. I think it's, part of it's going to be, like, playing it regularly will depend on who in the area is playing, but we'll try it for sure. I was wrong, like half wrong. Well, let's take a look. Let's look at the Sunday preview. Rot and Ruin. We've got, oh, okay. Codex Death Guard. I was not expecting. The next smog-cloaked advance of the Death Guard is heralded by a 128-page codex, which is positively sodden with Nurgle's magnificent gifts. Then these mildewy pages, you'll find lore on the Sons of Mortarion, 6 attachments and pages of miniatures, photography, combat patrol, and crusade rules, as well as data sheets for your units. To truly supplicate yourself before the altar of Rot, you can acquire the Collector's Edition, which has unique cover art, sickly green foil page edges, and a black ribbon bookmark. It's only available from Warhammer.com while stocks last. So if you want the fancy one, make sure you go through them. Dude, why is your codex dripping? Ew. Ew. We've also got... True Paragons of Pestilence can opt for the Luxury Limited Edition Codex. This package includes its own unique cover art, a series of 5 art prints, double-sided metal medallion fragment designed to be united with 3 other pieces from the other Chaos Gods, 6 double-sided metal objective markers, a pack of 39 stratagem cards, 42 data sheets, all contain a special 2-part slipcase. It is available also while stocks last. They just made peak flu season, I know. What a missed opportunity. We also have the Battle Force, so the Poxrot Vector Battle Force. Lord of Poxes generates a cloud of miasma, which festers enemy flesh with supernatural maladies. He leads the Poxrot Vector, a resilient arrangement of 7 Plague Marines, 5 Blightlord Terminators, 3 Demon Engines in support, a Fetid Bloat Drone, Mephitic Blight Hauler, and Plague Burst Crawler. This battle force is the first place to acquire the new Death Guard character and will be available while stocks last. This new wait. Oh, the Lord of Poxes. I'm like, what are you talking I'm kidding. It's interesting that I didn't set him, like, separate, but okay. We've also got the new Combat Patrol. The Maggot Lords are the Death Guard Combat Patrol, featuring a Lord of Virulence who increases the efficacy of coordinated fire, a Tallyman, 3 Tenacious Death Shroud Terminators, 7 Plague Marines, and a Chaos Rhino that can convey these moldering warriors to the front line where they are most effective. A Rhino, yeah. I mean, for Chaos. Because, yeah, you've got the, you got the Crawler, but they don't really have a separate transport from what I understand. Trying to think what else, because I always see Rhinos and Land Raiders for Chaos. Death Guard are slow. They need a ride. They are slow. They're slow. We've also got dice and data sheet cards. I do like the colors for the dice. That's fun. Those are fun. And they're not the, like, the weird rubbery plastic where they bounce everywhere. So, I like the colors for them. We've also got, you are half right, Reap, right? We've got Codex World Eaters also. Bathe the Galaxy in Blood with a 112-page codex dedicated to the God of Slaughter. Traces a bloody history of Khorne's favorite legion. 5 detachments provide multiple ways to shed blood and harvest skulls. Pages of miniatures photography display Angron's warriors in all their gory glory. Combat Patrol and Crusade rules, plus comprehensive unit data sheets. Collector's edition of the codex has the unique cover art, blah, blah, blah. And then you also get a fancy one. So this also has more of the medallion, stratagems, data sheet cards. So for Khorne. You did get auto-modded. I'm going to leave that right there. We've also got the Gore Storm Slaughter Pack Battle Force. It's just fun to read. Gore Storm Slaughter Pack. An infernal fusion of Bloodthirster and World Eater. The Slaughterbound is being of colossal strength and insatiable bloodlust. A force of nature on the battlefield, he is the spear tip of the Gore Storm Slaughter Pack. Battle force with 9 8-bound, who can be built as Exalted 8-bound. Supported by 20 Jackals. Includes a World Eater's transfer sheet, including 200 transfers. Will be available while stocks last. I'm guessing that's this guy. I'm not showing the character they're talking about is rough. I'm assuming that's who they're talking about here in the center. Bloodsplosions, that's right. More Storm Slaughter Pack, that's right. Also got a new combat patrol with a new Demon Prince. Now, the Frenzied Reaver's combat patrol is led by a Demon Prince who commands his followers take heads as a show of strength. Master of Executions ensures these cuts are made cleanly, supervising a unit of 10 Khorne Berserkers and 10 Jackals. Contains 2 World Eater transfer sheets featuring 200 transfers each. They also get Dyson cards. And a combat patrol for Emperor's Children. We got Decals, that's right. The Emperor's Children prepare to strut their stuff with the Callous Blades, a coterie of close combat killers. Pompous Lord Exultant oversees 2 trios of flawless blades who use combat as a chance to demonstrate their skills to their cruel demonic patrons, while 10 infractors sweep forth in a combat drug-fueled haze to revel in slaughter. Complete combat patrol can be used as is, or as reinforcements from a 40k army. The infractors can be built as tormentors. Contains the Emperor's Children transfer sheet containing 150 transfers. We've also got Legends of the Wolf, the Omnibus, so getting ready for the Space Wolves coming. So that is available in paperback and ebook. For Warhammer Plus, Armies of Renown on Warhammer TV, discover High Fleet Eumenides? I think I got that right. The work of Jess from the studio charts his growth from a splinter tendril to a fluffy fledged High Fleet ready to consume everything that foolishly dares in the stand away in this omnivorous behemoth. I do like that green. Battle report, we have the Eldari and 2,000 point... Wait. Put the Eldari through their paces of the classic 2,000 point game of 40k. After Arcane, you can face off against none other than Trajan Valoris, an intense bout of match play. Who wins? You have to tune in to find out. And then, let's see. Should we not... Warhammer Community, the Death Guard World Eaters get their preview treatment. We see what Codex holds for 2 different types of Astartes. Top of that, quarterly balance for 40k, kill team, and ... some other things, ... Well, what's in this? Chat helps. What is this? Guess you have to tune in to find out. ... Alright, we've got combat patrols. We have a lot of chaos this week. Who's going to be picking up some chaos? That's what we got. Don't ask, consume. I'm sorry, I'm thinking too hard. 550 decals if I counted correctly. Kind of weak release. I could see some more decals in here. Imperium Bowl announcement. ... Alright, well that's what we got for 40Ks for Warhams. That was our preview. So let's get set back up to go work on Steve some more. I create content, that's right. I guess I'm a content consumer, money creator. Is that what we decided on? I think that's what we decided on. Alright. The World Eater decals just tattoos for the Jackals and the 8-bound. You'll have to buy it and see. Just gonna use that for everything now. Okay, for anyone who tuned in during the article, we've been working on Chum. So we've got a lot of blue. We've started some of the details. We're gonna work on little Steve here, I think, for rest of stream. They made it 4 turns before a crash. Well, that sounds about right. That track is rough. Hopefully everyone okay. I know that they usually are. Hopefully everyone okay. Rise, thank you so much for that sub for 24 months. 2 whole seconds of sub. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. How are you? We are working on a shark. What you got going on? Is Steve a weapon? It looks like he might be. I'll be honest, I need to download the app and find out. I don't know at the moment. He's a WMT, he is, yes. He is Steve. I don't want to doubt Steve, you know. Mass Steve destruction. I am awake. It's 5 a.m. How are you? Pretty good here. We're just hanging out this Easter. Getting some painting on a shark man. The D stands for Steve. It's silent. It's a silent D. It's the arms and the legs that make him so dangerous. Which is perfect because, like, we've got the little fins as arms and legs, so it works really nicely. A little too nicely, honestly, but it's gonna be perfect for what we're doing. To Steve to Sundays. Perfect, yes, thank you. Oh no. Perfect. The thought of multiple Steve Sundays makes me happy. He's just a regular thing now. Get your weekly Steve fix here. We're getting World Leader Death Guard stuff and a Emperor's Children Combat Patrol. Yep. And a lot of decals. Noob says could always be more decals, but, you know, a fair amount. Fair amount. Anything you're interested in, Rise? Seemed like chat was not quite as excited for this week. Alright. Gotta get the black void eyes so we can do the vacant Steve eyes. It's a process. Not really. That's fair. Me neither. So I'm gonna work on a shark instead. Want to see more space Viking stuff? Well, the book there was the omnibus, so maybe it's getting close. Gotta get everyone ready for some wolves. I need to decide if I'm keeping my wolves. I want to work on the one. Paranoia was very sweet and gifted me the one from Adepticon. I do want to work on that one. I need to decide what I'm doing since we're not playing. I would like to see more of their stuff, though. I guess I'll ask chat. Chat, what do we think of what we've seen so far for Space Wolves? I think they did a nice job updating them and not going too wild and outside of Space Wolf stuff for them. A nice upgrade is good. Might start seeing stuff next week. Maybe, yeah. We were trying to decide, like, how soon is too soon. Might be about time. They're dropping 3 codex, or chaos codices at once, maybe. Yeah, we're gonna do. I think they would have been the best idea for Primaris L if they'd done it at the very start. I think that makes sense. They're upscaled, but they have the armor design of the Firstborn, yeah. I definitely agree. Prefer the Primaris armor. I have a hard time going back, and I haven't had a Firstborn commission in a while, but I had a really hard time going back initially and painting the old armor. It just feels so small, and like the details are real small. Very much prefer the Primaris stuff. You seem very wolfy. They retain their flavor. Just, I'm happy for you, overwhelmed with joy. Now I feel worse, because, like, I'm like, oh, I think I might get out. And my army looks fine. I'm glad they're keeping a lot of the flavor in the models. It does make me feel better. The thing I was worried about for Space Wolves was, like, the Wolfen, the Thunder Wolf. The things that make them wolves. And, yeah, if they're keeping a lot of that, maybe they'd be okay after all. But I guess we will see. This is what happens, Slam, when you don't get the custom Leviathan. We get cool stuff later. It's all coming back now. Karma. It's all coming back. Never forget the upside down bolter. I didn't realize the rubber band of karma had stretched quite this far. It does like to do that, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. It does like to do that. Alright. I think we're getting somewhere with Steve now. It's looking better. Less orange, though. My nemesis. Because we definitely need, like, another orange, too. Like, that orange is not enough. We need to do another orange. I think I'm going to get that other light orange from Vallejo, and we'll give it a shot. I just wish the coverage was a little nicer. Steve is looking suitably horrific, thank you. Thank you. The 17th edition will get updated Sanguinary Guard. Yeah, I think that's always the tough part, right? Is then you have to wait for your army to come back around and see if you get the updates that you want. However long that will be. I can't wait. It's like a 3-year cycle between editions. Yeah, at the moment. We're on 10th now, so only 21 years to wait. Let's go. Let's go. Your children will have the coolest sanguinary card. What the hell they will. I waited 21 years for this. Old Man Slam, the new sanguinary guard. That's right. I can become the old guy at the local game store talking about how things were. That's right. When you marched uphill both ways to the game store. Back in my day. We had Primaris. Whatever they have at that point. New Sanger don't have wings either. For 20 years they haven't really had wings. Yeah, so clearly they didn't need them. Clearly. Back in my day, we called it a pile-in move, and we liked it. That's right. We liked it. Alright, let's start highlighting Steve down the side here. I think I'll just keep them all orange, just like the meme. I think today I'm just going to work on him until I need a break. I'm not going to, with Easter and everything, I'm not going to push myself to the full long stream today, so whenever we need a break from Steve is when I'm gonna wrap up today. But I do want to get Steve done. Between Easter and everything, take a shorter day here. So it'll be 72 with the brush and sand, trying to paint a sanguinary guard. So I'm trying to grab the brush, young whippersnapper. Sorry, 1 second. Ugh. I feel like I'm across a lot older than expected if you guys think 21 is 72. My favorite part is not correcting them. Yeah. Thank you. I'm truly #blessed. My favorite part's not correcting them. The fact that Slam will actually be like 98 will be. This is pretty great. Steve's black eyes are goofing me up. Maybe we go back for the eyes here in a second. When I get tired of highlighting the side, we'll go back and get his void eyes. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know, feels like it's been a real quiet week, which is nice, but also not super exciting to update you guys on. Games have been fun. Are those ship mines that the shark is building? Maybe? Is that back here? I don't actually know what they are. But you could be right. Back in my day, Warhammer's played with your hands, not downloaded straight to your Bezos plug. Noob, too real for me. Let's, we're getting too dystopian. Let's back it up. Oh, and his right hand? Oh, they could be. Yeah, like the old World War II mines. Could be. That would make sense. Let me give the full spin. We've been working on Steve for a while. So we've got kind of the anchor and wheel at his chest. We've got another net at the waist. We've got chains and ropes. We've got a hook up here. We've got a starfish and a crab. There's all kinds of fun little details on Chum here. I'm just focused on fish at the moment. In the grim darkness of the far future, there's only Amazon. I mean, are there any primers and shit? Yeah, Rise, it's got some fun details. That's a fun mini. I mean, the whole box is fun, but obviously when I see Large Shark Man, I have to paint Large Shark Man. I primed last time. I'm all primed out. Hershey, welcome in. How are you? It caught me dissing Amazon while I'm streaming on Twitch. How are you? Cards, this one right here. No! Hershey, why? I just wanted to paint a shark man. That's all I wanted. Podcast. Yep, put that in with Noob's Dystopia there. Bezos troopers have been dispatched. No! I just want to paint a shark man. My own chat. That was fast, chat. Wow. Wow. I see how it is. I see how it is. You guys didn't hesitate a second. Wow. Well. Now I know where I stand. Good to know. Good to know. Thought we were all having a good time. Amazon greater than Nikki. Wow. That's how you support small business right there. Yep. Yep. Bezos signs my nutrition waivers. It's true. Wow. Amazing chat. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. More fans. I'll get that back of his little fans. Amazon Rainforest will become the Acid Rainforest Shelter, brought to you by Amazon. Save up on loyalty points. You can take a trip on a rocket for 5 minutes in suborbital weightnesses. Yeah. What a joke. I mostly feel bad for, like, the actual astronaut on the thing. I feel so bad. Like, every time I see something about that pop up, I'm like, that poor lady. You train your whole life for something, and then freaking Katy Perry pays money and gets to go. That poor lady. Feel bad. Get to get used as a PR stunt. Alright, Steve is coming together. Let's start the very creepy eyes. It's time. It's time for creepy eyes. I'm gonna start with Ulthuan, in case we need to highlight the creepy eyes. Then we can go up to white. Alright. Channel Steve. Make sure we actually know this Ulthuan is surprisingly not gunked up. It's actually empty is the problem. I can't believe I'm having an easier time with Ulthuan than Orange today. Okay, it's a space journey unless you break Atmo. Noobs, yeah. Play some more Kerbal Space Program, right. It's, it was certainly something. I just feel bad. Look at Steve. I'm gonna go ahead and just fill it all in. We'll come back for the little dot in a second. So we can put it right where we want it. I was excited for Orange. I didn't even think about Steve. I don't know how I didn't think about Steve, but it's working out nicely today. I can't seem to get this nice and smooth to save my life, though. Doesn't help that we're using the end of the pot. Oh, Steve. I'm gonna laugh every time I pick up this miniature now. Alright, let that dry. I guess we can go ahead and start getting washes on our metallics. That might be a good idea. It does mean I have to find my black wash, which I couldn't the other day, so maybe it's not the greatest idea. Oh, we pulled out a Nuln Oil. Let's go ahead and use that. Give this a good shake. So we'll do some Nuln. did, I'm trying to remember from Trench Crusade, I think we also did Agrax, and then we started the Rust. So we will probably do the same thing. And we will just rust the crud out of the chains, out of the, I guess, the mines. Everything we've got here. I'm going to go real heavy like we did with Trench Crusade, because I like how that turned out. If you guys have not seen, here's my adventures with Rust. With Trench Crusade, so it's kind of what we'll be going for with the chains. Space sharks, we could only be so lucky. I can go with the street sharks we were talking about earlier. I think what else is going on today or this week. I've got to do more meal prepping. I'm still on track with, I was doing a challenge for my diet. I've been doing really well, but I stopped tracking things. So I'm trying to be better at tracking everything here for a couple months. And I'm still on track for that. But I did to do some meal prep. Hey, Griff. Thank you. How are you? Welcome on in. Here is, if you wanted a closer look at anything, let me know. But thank you, thank you. How are you? I'm glad we're getting back to like tank top season because it's really weird now having to cover them up after finishing the sleeve. Every time I have to put like a sweatshirt on, I'm like, I don't feel like me anymore. Covering up everything I worked real hard. Well, I didn't work hard on, but I just had to sit there. But you guys know what I mean. Those aren't spikes, those are pressure plungers. They are anti-ship mines. They're gonna sucker both parties when he hits with it. Let's go. Well, there we go. There's the answer. Thinking about getting my first one. Unsure, it's quite the commitment. It is, but I don't know how to put this. I feel like it's not as big a thing as some people have it worked up to be. If you do have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help. I like to joke that I have one tattoo because it is a giant sleeve, but this was over, I think we figured out it was like 8 sessions because I was kind of editing a character as I could. But if you have any questions about process or anything, I am happy to answer. They were very therapeutic to me, so I will, if I can help someone get a tattoo, I will do it. If you need someone to enable your decision, I am here. They were very healing for me. But yeah, happy to. Because best advice I can give for a first one is it's not going to hurt as much as you think. It is weird, like, going and talking to someone to, like, do it, but I think the other thing to keep in mind is those tattoo artists do that all day, so, like, it's not as weird as maybe you have it as in your head. Obviously, it is a commitment because it is permanent, and you will want to take care of it. I've seen too many people not take care of it, but if you go in and kind of know what you're getting into, that helps a bit. So happy to answer with anything I can. I smell one on my arm. If you do kind of the outside of the arm, it's really not bad. I think the only thing to consider if you're still on the fence is if you can cover it, like if for work, if it's in a spot you can cover. For if you can't have it showing. Obviously, I'm self-employed, so I could do a full arm. It's not a big deal, but for some people, something to consider. If you need to cover it with a sleeve or of a shirt, sorry, I mean. Something to consider there. Full chest tattoo it is. I mean, you can cover it. Easy. Stab me repeatedly until I'm beautiful. Done. No regrets, that's right. I'm trying to remember what it was, but someone got like, I think it was everything is fine, but it was misspelled. And they didn't see that it was misspelled until like the tattoo was already like in progress. But of course the client thought it was funny, so like it wasn't a big deal, but you could see the poor tattoo artist was. That's what I think of every time. Yeah, this is fine. Yep. Yeah, arm's not bad. My first tattoo was my shoulder, and I actually almost fell asleep during it. So inside gets a little spicy, but outside it's pretty easy. At least mine were. Mine were pretty easy. Inside hurts, and inside of elbow sucks, but otherwise the rest weren't so bad. All right, there is first wash. I need to come back for the rest of this rope, so I'm gonna get that real quick. Depends on the person. It will. Yeah, it will. There's kind of in general, people will have spots that like, if you're going for your ribs for the first one, that's gonna hurt most people. Outside of arm, I found very easy. Inside suck though. Should you find tattoo artists? Yep, the style you like. Don't get them to tattoo outside their style, because they'll usually end badly. I would say make sure they're at least, like, they can go outside their style, it's fine. Like, but make sure they have the experience to do that. I wouldn't ask someone who has just started tattooing to do that, but a more experienced artist could probably still be fine. I've seen some from my artist that are outside her normal style that are still amazing. Don't know that I'd expect an apprentice to do the same, because they are still trying to find their style. There's an artist I found on socials I like the style of. Yeah. Sounds like you've done the work then. I would say the only thing is if they post healed photos. So like once a client comes back and they get a photo of it healed. Or sometimes it's on like Google reviews for the shop. If you can see a healed photo, that helps too. Hi BDHD, hello. I'm doing well, how are you? We're painting a large shark man today. This is Chum from Warmachine. Trying to get some of the details kind of further along here. So he's got some ropes and things on his back. And we're talking tattoos. I'll talk all day about tattoos. But yeah, just a chill day here. Happy Easter to anyone celebrating today. I think we might take a little bit shorter day here. Want to get a bit more done on Steve, and then we'll see how we're feeling. I'm great. Finished the gym. Now spend time with the newborn. We'll prepare lunch for my wife. That sounds like a great day. That's awesome. I've got to do my workout today too. It is shoulder day, which hurts, but I'm excited. I also think maybe this week I want to try some Pilates from like just YouTube videos. I had been kind of looking for a yoga instructor I liked, but I think Pilates is more of what I'm looking at. What I want to do. I want more of that like strength focus with it. So maybe this week I give that a try. If I'm feeling it one day. Alright, we gotta give Steve eyes. If you guys would like to see Steve after we get him kind of together today, I've been more active over on Blue Sky. All of my socials are linked there in chat. Thank you, bot, for the reminder. Steve. I need to do a video for the box itself. I got it all together, I just need to edit it. Get Steve. But then I will also throw Steve on. Hell yeah. Okay, that side needs to be a little bit bigger. I think we got it. There, that's more Steve. Perfect. I do want to do a black line around his mouth to get the his little facial expression. There we go. Suitably more Steve. Perfect. Alright. I feel like we need to grab the other orange, which is just the next kind of Vallejo orange up. Give him one more highlight and see if we like that. He really is horrific. Okay. Next Vallejo. Let's try that. We need light orange. I'm going to pull out maybe Fire Dragon Bright. Let's just see how we... Morange. Always more orange. More orange. Alright. Let's give this a shot. Hopefully this orange isn't going to cooperate, but we'll see here. Just hoping it's not too awful. If it's too painful, then it's just where we're at. Okay, not terrible. It is very light though, so we'll have to do some more blending. Nothing Steve can't handle though. Sorry, Steve. Orange is worth the suffering? I think so. Orange is a fun color. I understand why people don't use more of it, but when we get the chance to do it, it is fun. It's definitely, it can be tricky. Between this and the Votan we finished, I've had more orange than I normally get to work on, so. The lips really make things worse. Thank you. I do think it needs another highlight now that we've got the orange on. It's not bright enough. Wasted Mind, thank you so much for that sub for 57 months of arriving. How are you? Wasted Mind, I owe you snacks. Don't let me leave the stream without a snack. What are you up to today? It's horrifying. 10 out of 10. Thank you. Thank you. What do you think of Steve? His eyes are just... Look at him. Look at him. Alright, I'm gonna try a different color on those gums. Is this a demon? It could be. It could be. This is Chum from Warmachine. But we've decided to make his fish friend Steve. So that's where we're at. Now you're caught up. Yeah, that's about it. Steve the Demon. I don't know what demon is in French. It's Steve the Demon. It's like Shin Godzilla's second form. That's our boy. That's our boy. Man, none of these colors are quite what I'm looking for. One of those days, chat. It's just not quite working out the way I want. That's okay. I think Chum's looking good. He needs some more blending, obviously, but I think he's coming along. Steve, however. Steve's going through it. We're getting there, but he's definitely going through it. That's okay. We'll get you there, Steve. The TikToks depend on it. But yeah, we definitely need to do a snack today, Waste of Mine. If there's one you're looking at, let me know. We will snack. I keep forgetting with the longer stream. Maybe. We must snack. Okay, get his little... I don't know what these would be called, but get them highlighted. Now let's take the brighter orange and go down the side. The wagashi? I can take a look. I don't remember which one that is, but yeah, we can do that. Let me get a little bit of orange on the side here, and then I will go grab it. Anything fun this weekend, Waste of Mine? Or anyone else who may be coming in? We've just playing lots of video games, which has been really nice. Watched some wrestling last night. That was nice. And now painting a fish. Now painting a fish. If anyone already has Last Epoch, let's say this Last Epoch season's really good. The D-Gen hours I'm keeping. It looked like Scott fired it back up. I've heard it's very good. Maybe I also need to give it a try. I've just got other stuff I'm playing at the moment, but I've heard it's very good. Glad you're enjoying it again, Waste of Mine. That's always a good sign when someone's up playing it. I would probably start over, but yeah, I've got other stuff I'll play before that. You shouldn't Fishzilla. Do they have any plans for a new class? I'm itching for new content. I don't know exactly what is in the latest season patch. You'd have to look through everything there, but it's been a while since I played, so it's kind of my plan whenever I hop in is just to see what they've added since then. Okay, let me get a snack. I think we'll go a little bit longer today, but not maybe the full 4 hours. But here's Steve. But first, let's look for a snack. Okay, a little refresher for what I'm looking here. Gosh, look how pretty that is. Why do I live here in this state when I could live somewhere with this? That's my question. Why am I here? Okay. Plate. Oh, I'm very pretty. Sakura wagashi. Praise the ethereal beauty of Sakura. These wagashi, traditional Japanese sweets that have been artfully crafted by skilled artisans into the image of a double cherry blossom. Pretty. Because Scott likes living in Texas. I don't actually mean this. He can stay living in Texas. Alright. Let's get our pretty. I'm going to wait till I see Wasted Mind's also grabbing them, and we'll give them a try. Till then, I will Steve. Until then, I will Steve. Fix his little eye a little bit. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit on the inside here while I wait for Snick. So I mentioned YouTube. We started Blueprints on Wednesday. If anyone wants to catch up on that, that's up on YouTube. Also, I got a little behind after we got back from Adepticon, but all of the Conquest VODs are also going up. So if you wanted to see how I was painting my Yoroni hangout, those are going up on YouTube. We also had some magic content. We did a booster box opening for Tarkir. Trying to decide if I post the arena day we did. I probably still will. We didn't do super great with the drafting, but I'll probably throw that up a bit later. But if you want some magic content, that'll also be there. Still trying to decide if I want to try simul streaming to YouTube or to TikTok and getting that set up. I was actually getting ready to do it for TikTok, and then the US bans hadn't really been decided yet, so I didn't feel like it was worth putting a lot of time into, but considering it again. Blindcast says, I went to the nerd bar and painted yesterday. Got a lot of compliments on my horrible Nurgle monster. Felt nice. I feel like that's always the best compliment you can give for Nurgle. Is like, oh my gosh, that looks awful. That looks horrific. That thing is gnarly. Hey, Mysteries, welcome in. How are you today? We are painting Chum from Warmachine. How are you? Trying to get his little fish friend together. wasted mine. Whenever you're ready for snack, let me know. I'm alive. How is you? About the same. Been from my steel soul protector. Nice. How is that coming along? Are you enjoying it? I'm doing alright. Got a nice quiet weekend here. Get to paint a shark man. Get some of this highlighting on the inside's kind of more of a challenge, but getting there. I haven't even put her together. Gotcha. That's fair. She'll be there when you're ready. A lot of people have the same opinion as me. They're going to be fun and look nice, but it's a little too gross. I'm not a big Nurgle person. I think that's probably, of the chaos stuff to work on, that's probably my least favorite. I'm gonna ask chat. Chat, of the Warhammer chaos, what do you like to work on? Or what do you like to see the most? I feel like to work on, and even with the Thousand Suns, I think Tzeentch, just with all the colors and the demons are all fun. I want to slay Slaanesh, but the Age of Sigmar Slaanesh were so small. It was really tricky. Chaos Tzeentch is so pretty. I think so too, yeah. I think Tzeentch is probably my favorite to work on. Slaanesh can just get very fiddly very quickly. Some of those minis. But they're also very pretty. They're just very small. Tzeentch is the best color palette. I think so. Of the, like, the box art color palettes, yeah, I think so. Alright, let me sip the protein shake. Alright. Keep going. Keep going on, Steve. Part of me wants to start the highlights on the scales, though, for Chum. Tempted to grab a lighter blue and see what we can do here, but I think Steve may be more important right now. Trying to decide what else I want to do for Steve. The gums still aren't quite what I wanted. Let me try this too. Working on Nurgle, so I get to do a lot of experimental sculpting and painting. It does lend itself to a lot of that kit bashing, sculpting. Gives you a lot of, I feel like a bit more freedom to mess around with some of that. Okay, that's a little better. Seen well-painted Tzeentch and Slaanesh. They're very pretty. Alright. Let's go ahead. I'm going to grab the other color I want for his fins. We're going to do, whoops, a bit of a highlight on that. And then apparently roll over my own toe. That's great. Really is that kind of morning. Where is Screaming Skull? Gotta go pick up some more brand of... Oh, the CA glue. Are you stuck waiting until you have more glue? It's always the worst when you need something to get going again. Alright, I'm just gonna highlight kind of the edges of the fin. Just give it a little bit of a layer. I may come back and do just like an edge highlight on the fin later too, but for now, needs a little something something there. Oh God, come here. I'll probably come back and add some lines too for texture. Secondhand models are just primed. They're all set to paint alongside my Hammerhead from Catalyst. Warmachine models and Reaper models need it alongside all my models to repair. Gotcha. So what I'm going to try out at some point is less gross Nurgle, more decaying zombified bruised flesh, more bleeding wounds, less pus. For, for sculpting or for painting? Both, I guess. Both, yeah. Would look nice. I've seen some painted that way, and it does look really nice. A little different. Stand out a bit from the, I guess, more traditional Nurgle paint schemes. My card is over $200 now, though. My wallet is screaming. I just plugged my ears. Sometimes you just have to get the thing. You gotta buy the things. I'm with that now. I want to like replace some paints and get some new brushes, but I need to save a little bit before I can do that. So I feel that. Pumpkin Steve, no. Not my Steve. Look at him. Oh, you mean Jeff. Oh, we could have had Jeff and Steve. Oh, well. Oh, well. This poor little guy. We still can't. Wasted Mind, are you ready for a snack? I'm ready for a snack. Well, we might do a little bit more on Steve, and I'll call it an early day today. I found the pretties. We're the ones that need protection from Steve. Look at Steve. Look at him. He's doing great. With his arms and his legs. He's doing great. Okay, I thought so too. It seemed a little... freaking... Okay. Let me know if that's better, Slam. I'm so annoyed. Is that better? Okay. The best part is that that shouldn't depend on anything that updated, and yet. And yet. Oh my gosh. We are individually wrapped inside the wrap. I missed what these are. I'm pretty sure I saw these in my local dispensary. These are one of the little snacks from our soccer coat box. I can do the read again since it was a little bit ago that I read it. But we have some wagashi. Embrace the ethereal beauty of sakura with these wagashi, traditional Japanese sweets that have been artfully crafted by skilled artisans into the image of a double cherry blossom. I don't know exactly what they are. But we're about to find out. It looks like we have a lot of sugar is mostly what I see. Mostly what I see. A lot of sugar. Let's try one. They feel like they have a nice texture, so I'm kind of excited. They're very pretty. It's kind of squishy gummy. Cheers, Lace of mine. It's alright. That's the type of snack I'm gonna miss. Not the non-yuzu senbai, not so much. We did an oops all yuzu box, please. Please. Yeah, they're alright. They don't have a super strong flavor. It is a little bit like a Turkish delight. A little bit like that. It's probably the closest thing I can come up with to them. I don't know. I'll see if Scott wants the other one. If not, I'll eat that later. The sugar-covered gummy orange slices, but red. Kind of like that, yeah. It's the thicker gummy. Alright. Trying to decide how much I want to do. Let's do a wash on the rope. I'm going to do a couple more things. We're not going to do the... Not going to do the full schedule today, sorry. Between, just Easter and, honestly, I need a little break from it. Most of the stuff I purchased these have sun-faded packaging, though. I also got pulled away from it. No, all good. All good. Thanks for hanging out today. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out, especially with Easter and everything going on. I appreciate it. Chum has been very fun to work on. I'm wondering if we bring him back tomorrow, actually. Do a little bit more work on Chum. This orange, unfortunately, is just more for me to fight than I was expecting. I need to find an orange I really like to work with. This Vallejo is not it. Not it. It was okay through the airbrush. I think it wasn't too finicky there, but not really fun to work with by brush. Orange is a tricky color to begin with. Obviously, when you're adding yellow, yellow is a famously not fun color to work with. Which orange is it? So this is a couple different. So the first one, we did mix with a little bit of Evil Sun Scarlet because I needed some coverage. But the oranges I'm working with are bright orange from Vallejo and light orange. And I got these because I really don't like using the Games Workshop oranges. So it's just the quest for a nicer orange. I think my next ones would be either Peracryl, and I don't remember what I saw for orange. Or maybe even some Army Painter. Steamforge working with Privateer. Yes, so Steamforge has taken over a lot of the Warmachine stuff. They have a, I don't want to say the wrong, details. But they put out a statement a little while back if you'd like to read more, like if you had played Warmachine before. But Steamforge is doing a lot of the Warmachine now. I will clown on GW oranges till the day I die. They're not fun to work with. No. They're not great, but orange is a tricky color. Read the thingy? Yeah. So they also did the P3 paints. If you use those, they had a Kickstarter for those as well. And they're starting to put starter packs of those out. So yeah. More and more coming from Steamforged. They had, we went to Adepticon, they had their full booth with Warmachine. It looked really nice. I saw other content creators have been working on some Warmachine. So they are really putting in a lot to kind of bring it back here, which is great to see. I hope that it goes well. Alright. Finish up this wash. I think I want to go back to just regular sepia for the metal, but we'll do that together too. Before we just start to rust the crud out of it. Would you prefer to use GW oranges or Corax white? Ugh. Both. You have to base coat with the Corax. And then you have to put the orange over it. I'm just here to be an agent of chaos. Do I want sepia or do I want Agrax? We need a little bit of brown in there. Oh, mix the highlight. Yep, for some Corax white. Mm-hmm. Where the heck is my sepia? Agrax it is, whatever. It'll be fine. Now you have orange cottage cheese, yay! Whatever, this will be fine. It's gonna be rust anyway, so I shouldn't be too worried about it. We'll thin it down a little bit extra, but you just need that little bit of brown in there. Yeah, let's plan on bringing him back tomorrow. We'll work on these guys. If we have time, we'll work on that captain too that I primed. Got this guy. Also very fun. Let's plan on that since we don't have a set schedule. And then we'll do Teostra after them. How's that sound, chat? Some Warmachine and some Monster Hunter this week. And then whatever game we find to work on, or to play on Wednesday. Alright, I don't think I got his hook earlier with the gnome, but we'll just do it with the axe. Poor little guy has a hook up here. Alright, so that's all gotta dry before we can do too much more for the rust. So we'll save that for tomorrow. We've got teeth done. We've got Steve, I think, ready for a TikTok. I think he's looking good. We've got some more skin work to do tomorrow. Obviously, the carapace. I'll try and figure out that highlight here before we get back together. He's got some like barnacles and stuff on him. I think we can finish him tomorrow though. Except for the we'll figure out the basing. Steve getting squished a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, I think between Easter and obviously I just need a little bit of a break here. So I think we'll just end a little early today. We'll just stop here instead of going for the full stream time. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming to join me, especially on Easter and the weekend here. Thanks for coming to spend some time with us and check out some Warmachine. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to check out what else I've been working on, thank you, Slam. I've got, he will be going up on TikTok here at some point. I've got to do this and then the unboxing one that I recorded, so we'll get that up. I've been more active on Blue Sky, so if you want to come hang out there. And then YouTube, if you want to see the other games we've been playing, the other stuff we've been working on, that's all on YouTube. So thank you, everyone, for all the support. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more painting. Bye-bye.